Hello, hello. What's up, Aria and Mr. Chang? What's up, Ahana? Hope everyone's having a good night. Any questions for bio? That's attached. Oh yeah, your abnormal psych. I remember I forgot you said something last time on the stream, and I saw it, but I didn't get a chance to sort of look at it or like respond to it. What's up, Doom Kaiser? Nathan. So Prakash and Jeez Louise, everybody. Well, welcome on back. Hello. Oh, you had your second interview? Wow. How'd it go? Like, compared to the first. The first one, I remember you were like saying it was a 7 out of 10. What are you calling this one? Are you giving it same? Did you improve? 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 is a smash. 9 out of 10 is no joke, dude. Good job. Nice. I'm glad. I hope that it pans out. Time to get out of here. Yeah, sometimes when the interviewer is a little more chill, things are a little easier on you because it decreases like the overall stress of everything, and it makes you kind of relax and just sort of glide with it, feel more comfortable. That's good. We used to cut portion of the skull to release. Mr. Chang, when you say you used to cut a portion of the skull to release evil spirits, are you talking about like way back in the day, right? This is like prior to any sort of like actual medical knowledge. Day 2 of your ban. That is true. 2 days down. Well, no, this is day 1. By the way, right? Because the ban started at the end of yesterday. So, well, okay, I guess technically it's the start of day 2, yeah. Way back, right? Wait, so in the options, if I increase... Wait, how is the difficulty easy? So, okay, Ahana, is it possible that a certain gene, like the one that codes for lactase, is only on in the intestine, but not other body cells because you only need it in the intestines? Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the idea of gene expression. If you think about gene expression from the point of view of like each type of cell has its own unique genes that it's using to activate, that it's expressing, then for example, obviously your skin cells wouldn't need to produce lactase because there's no lactose that your skin needs to digest, right? So it's the genes that are turned on and expressed in different cell types are particular for the functioning of those cells. Oh man, I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get knocked off this platform. before I get down. This isn't good. Nate the Great, is mob griefing set to true? That's a good question. Let me look that up. Oh my god, I just barely survived that. 1 HP. Actually, I gotta go this way. How do I look that up? I'll just take it. Actually, I'll probably just look at the command. Okay, let's look at the command. Wait, how do we know? Game rule. Hold on, game rule. Mob griefing. Yeah, it's true. No worries. One sec. So right now, like I'm looking at right now because I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'm not looking at the Twitch chat. 1 second. Thanks, Akash, for telling me how to check that. So wait, let me quickly. All right, so yeah, I see. Apple, you asked to hydrate, which I got in the couch push-ups from Doomkaiser. I see it. Now I see it. I've got it set up. So I have to do. Actually, it probably makes sense this way to have two chats. 1 second. Let me see. Do a pop out of this one and the other one, just so I can see the. So Ahana, all the cells have the same genes, but different cell types have different gene expressions depending on what they need. Exactly. Perfect. Yep, that's exactly the way it works. If I can give you my netherite while I do be banned, put it to good use. That's a good point. Give me 1 second to think about that. I do need to get netherite at some point. That's going to be something I have to get on. So I'll be doing that in a second. And then let's see, Mr. Chang, you want me to look up, what is that, trephination? Let me change the way this chat is. It's a little too hard to read. There, it's better. Trephination. Let's see. Jeez. Trepanning, also known as trepanation, trephination, trephining, or making a burr hole is a surgical intervention in which a hole is drilled or scraped into the human skull. Actually, I've heard that they do still do this, something like this, right, to alleviate pressure, right? So if you have like a buildup of fluid in the brain that's putting pressure on it, sometimes they'll drill a hole to allow it out, right, as an escape. Now, I don't know, obviously, if we look at the Wikipedia, this is like an old image. Oh my God. What the heck? What is going on in this picture? This person's got a funnel on their head. This one's just like randomly with a book on their head. This guy's just straight up zombified in the chair. And then this guy here is just like, I don't know what's going on, but I bless this event. Some of the old like medieval art is really weird. There's some weird stuff. Ooh, Hieronymus Bosch. Hieronymus Bosch. Oh, he had some very weird paintings. What's his most famous painting? What was his like big, this one? This dude has some weird paintings. Very bizarre paintings. Kind of interesting, though. Let's see. Doomkaiser, you're totally allowed to answer. So when people ask questions, it's totally it's totally fine. Let's see. For introns and extrons, why is it so that introns are in the DNA in the first place if they are later deleted in the RNA? Let's see what your answer was, Doomkaiser. It's because introns are deleted based on what protein needs to be produced. So having introns in the DNA allows for a ton of variation and modularity. Yes, that is actually true. Yeah. So for example, the introns in the DNA, right, like can be removed differently for different proteins. So it turns out that there's like, I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I think it's something like maybe 25 to 35, somewhere in there, 1,000 genes. But somewhere like, 40 to 50,000 proteins. So the each gene codes for on average like 2 or 3 different proteins, depending on how the introns and exons are spliced. AP Bio coming in clutch, big time. So let me see how many, so wait, just to quickly go back to that. So this whole thing, Mr. Chang, that you're talking about, this was basically used, you're saying, in such a way to like do like spirits and stuff, to release spirits. It's perhaps the oldest surgical procedure for which there is archaeological evidence, and in some cases may have been quite widespread. Cave paintings. Dang, these are monster holes. I heard this is like has actually a good use in certain ways. What modern medical practices? Okay, the prefrontal leucotomy, a precursor to lobotomy, was performed by cutting a trifine hole into the skull, inserting instrument, and destroying parts of the brain. This was later made unnecessary by the development of the orbital transit lobotomy, where a spike was inserted through the eye sockets. Okay, holy jeez. Yeah, so trepanation is treatment used for epidural and subdural hematomas. Although not illegal, medical neurosurgeons refuse to perform trepanation for the concern of losing their medical licenses. Modern surgeons generally use the term craniotomy for this procedure. However, unlike our ancestors, craniotomy must be done after diagnostic imaging, pinpointing the issue within the brain. There are cranial drills. Yeah. Okay. Bizarre. So, Appa, you're saying you want me to use your netherite. I made a bunch of beds already. I could use your netherite. The question is, do I really need it right now? I'm trying to wrap my head around what I need to do right now. Wait, what's this beacon being used for right now? Oh, I just need an iron bar. I might need to sleep here. When you sleep, I am like... keep getting attacked by these things. I don't have a use for it. Free more armor, less dying, also feather falling. Oh, nice. Feather falling is good. Yeah, so Arya, good question. So I don't know. So Ashi, when you asked about the introns and extrons, was that just from, you're just asking that simply as a matter of like interest? Because that's not something we went over in the class. You don't actually need to know introns and extrons for the class. $29.38. This is doing okay as a mushroom farm. I'm not ultra impressed with it. Looks like that mushroom is like stuck there, huh? Actually, from the book I read it confused me, so I wanted to clarify. Yep. So the introns and extrons thing, like, let's see, let me pull up paint. So introns and exons. All that this is just, it adds another layer of detail to the process of protein synthesis, because I actually used to teach this in class. So like you've got your DNA, right? Your DNA. So here's your DNA. And let's say you have a section, let's say right here is the gene. Right, so all along the gene, right, you might have like little pieces that are in, like you have, let's say in red, I'll draw, make this a little more easy, 2 introns, and then in blue is what our exons are, the bases that are part of our exons. So it could be possible that when I drew these 2 introns, when this goes through the process of transcription, what you end up with is an mRNA that only has the blue sections. Right, so here's our mRNA. That will then go on to be used to make a protein. However, these red sections right, are cut out. These are the introns. So they actually are not in the ultimate mRNA that we use. So we can say these are removed introns. And then over here we have this is comprised of exons. Okay, so now why is this useful? Well, it could be this is one way to do it, but the other option could be maybe there's a different protein that could be made from this same gene, but maybe it's swapped. Maybe the red that I wrote now here could be the exons for another gene, or excuse me, not another gene, another protein or another mRNA. So the red and blue could swap. So you have like, this is one way to do it, and then there's another way to make a different protein by just swapping the introns and exons. So that's kind of the idea there between that. Why is lactose intolerance? Why is lactose tolerance? Geez Louise. Please name my netherite shovel Wonderful Spoon. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I didn't see that. It's hard for me to keep up with all the, I'm trying to answer questions and look at the, actually, you know what I can do? One second. I'm gonna pop out my reward queue. So don't worry guys, I'm keeping track of the rewards here. Actually, this will be easier if I could put this here. Oh, the problem is with my rewards. So if I look at my rewards right now that I have pulled up, I have to mark these. These are all 6 days ago. Wait, all requests 6 days ago? Oh, okay. We got to mark these complete. That's complete. That's complete. These are all from way long ago. These are all complete. 2 days. Yesterday. Hydrate. Already did that. I still have to do these push-ups. I already hydrated again. I have to name my shovel that. I have to do 10 push-ups and another hydrate, which will be easy to do. So I have still 20 push-ups, and I name the shovel Wonderful Spoon. Okay, got it. So just to kind of address the whole lactose tolerance thing, as far as I'm aware, it's all about ancestry and where your your ancestors evolved, and how much they were exposed to milk or other dairy products as a main source of their calories over time. Yeah, so it's all about the diet that your ancestors experienced, you know. And yeah, so Doom Kaiser, you're on the right track with all that. Nice, good stuff. But I want to know how the area affects the enzyme. Yeah, it is a natural selection kind of thing. It's an evolutionary selection. It works in such a way as, like, imagine that you, so it turns out that European descent and some other places, the places that are lactose tolerant, well, actually, let's look that up real quick. Prevalence of lactose intolerance worldwide. Let's look at a map. Let's see if we can find a map here. What is this? Okay, only 1/3 of adults can digest milk. The rest stop making the enzyme needs to produce milk sugar. So prevalence of lactose intolerance. So looks like China, Southeast Asia, Japan, Southern Africa, parts of the Middle East, South America, Central America are all very lactose intolerant, whereas European, Russian, North American, Central African, Australian are all very lactose tolerant. So what does that mean? That means the ancestries in these areas relied on milk. So my guess would be, without doing further research right now from what I remember, is Western Europeans and Europeans in general had domesticated animals that produced milk in the past, and so they, over time, they adapted to drinking milk as a main source of calories. So their bodies, over time, those that who expressed the lactase enzyme more, into adulthood could capitalize on that extra source of calories, which made them healthier, more energy, survive longer, and likely reproduce more and pass their genes on. Right. So this was probably beneficial, and so it became a more common trait. Now, probably in places like China and Southeast Asia, where you don't have it very, very common, is the ancestry of these people probably didn't have a lot of milk producing animals or weren't relying on the milk from the animals as a main source of calories. So it wasn't a benefit to be able to digest it in adulthood. That's my guess. And Yassine, I see your question. Is sharing the energy slideshow more than enough? Yeah, you do not need to turn in your energy slideshow. Just submit it or share it with me so that I have access to it tomorrow when you're presenting, so I can actually sort of follow along, and I can always reference it if I miss something or need to look at something further. So Appa, did that answer your question? It's all about adaptation and the lineage that you come from, and whether or not your ancestors experienced that selection pressure over time of being exposed to milk producing organisms that they domesticated and lived aside. So and I think the reason, my guess is that if you know anything about sub-Saharan Africa, the reason why it's common there to be able to digest lactose is they have a lot of cattle is like almost like a currency for a lot of the communities there. There are a lot of nomadic communities that have these cattle that come with them, and they're like their prized possession, and they rely on their milk quite a bit for, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then there's also domesticated cattle in Europe as well, and I suppose not so much in Asian countries, or at least Southeast Asian countries. Let's look this up. Let's look up lactose intolerance world. Let's just look at a simple Wikipedia article for now. So Wikipedia is decent to look up if you're just trying to get some preliminary basic information. Obviously, you'd have to look at the sources to get any more, but for something like this, it's pretty known thing like this is pretty reliable. What do we care about? History, lactose supplements, genetic diagnostic, maybe history? Greater lactose tolerance has come about in two ways. Some populations have developed genetic changes that result in the ongoing production of lactase. Other populations developed cooking methods that like milk fermentation. Lactase persistence, which is basically... Oh, shoot, I died. Oh, my God. Beef industry to map that. I could look at that one, yeah. Oh, where'd all my stuff go? Oh, there it is. Oh no! Cytokine. You dropped all your loot. It's chaotic over here. I think we need to not be outside at night right now, especially with our lack of gear and my lack of paying attention right now. All right, Appa, I might take you up on that. You'll have to tell me where it's stashed. But I also cannot make any guarantees that it comes back complete intact if I die. I don't want you to be mad at me for losing your gear. But I will use it to farm my own netherite in the meantime and get my own netherite, and then I can give it back to you, hopefully. Lactase persistence associated with various autosomal dominant alleles, prolonging the activity of lactase beyond infancy. Conversely, lactase non-persistence is the phenotype associated with primary lactase deficiency. Among mammals, lactase persistence is unique to humans. It evolved recently. Around 8,000 years ago in modern-day Turkey, humans became reliant on newly domesticated cows, sheep, and goats. This newfound reliance resulted in higher frequency near the gene responsible for producing lactase. This is a bad sentence. What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. This newfound reliance resulted in higher frequency near the gene responsible for producing the lactase. Higher frequency of what? Populations that domesticated animals that could be milked continued to be lactase persistent in areas such as North and Northwestern Europe, Scandinavia, modern Middle East, and Northwest India. Populations that raised animals not used for milk made up the rest of the world's population. These populations tend to have 90 to 100% of lactose intolerant rate. Yeah, pretty much what I thought. Oh, the zombie picked up my gear? Yikes. Yeah, that's all right. All right. Wait. Geez Louise, I don't know if I can name my netherite shovel Wonderful Spoon because I think I need netherite. Oops, I have to save cytokine. I need netherite in order to rename it. So I'm gonna keep that one uncompleted and I'll get to that eventually. Once I get some netherite. I gotta go into the nether and get that. Oh, is that my diamond armor over there? Oh, Akash got it. Nice. Jeez. Oh my god, this is chaos right now. Oh my god, I forgot what it's like to not have good armor. I forgot how bad it and how terrible it is to not have good armor. We gotta... Looks like I do need some netherite. I'm getting out of here. Got better ways in and out. Wait. Where's my shovel? We just should sleep. Where's the other door? I don't have my sword, it's down there somewhere. My gosh, he keeps dying. Okay, grab the stuff and then get back out. Like, I grabbed all of the wrong stuff. Like, I was way too much stuff in my inventory. This is mine. These are not mine. A lot of this stuff's not mine. The elytra is not mine. I have the elytra already. I'm just gonna get rid of like this stuff that we don't need. Okay. Ahana, we already beat the Nether Dragon. That was like maybe last week? Jeez. Most of this stuff's not mine. That's yours. I think that one's mine. I don't know if that's mine. I forget. Someone has my diamond sword. I don't know. Anyway. I don't remember what I think I had made a full set of armor. Oh yeah, I have his emeralds. Oh, is that my helmet? Wait. Or is that a... Is this your pick? And I think that's my helmet. I think, are there any diamond boots? What's up, Ahana? Oh, you're taking off? Okay. Have a good night. Feel free to let me know if you have any other questions. Oh, one of the villagers escaped somehow. Am I vegetarian now? I would say I'm a I try and be as reasonable of a vegetarian as possible. So I try to eat pretty much as vegan as possible. Like I will eat as little animal products as I can. I will eat them on special occasion because I think the way I look at it is what's a reasonable expectation that if everyone were to my kind of thought is if everyone were to do a reasonable, wait, is this gonna work? I'm going to put resistance on right now. Just because I feel like we're getting killed a lot. I said I would feel like if everyone were to like adhere to eating meat less frequently, like on special occasions, maybe once a month or something like that, the issues surrounding that come with meat production would pretty much be eliminated. Or maybe not if entirely eliminated, like way, way, way less severe, because a lot of people eat meat every day, you know, like multiple times a day. So what I normally say is I will eat meat if one, it's going to go to waste. Two, if it would be like pretty rude to refuse it, like if I'm going to somebody's house and they are cooking a meal, like I feel like it's pretty rude to just be like, oh, sorry, I don't want to eat that because there's meat in it. So I'll eat the meat if it's very like uncourteous or rude. If it's going to go to waste, meaning like if someone's just going to throw something away, I'll eat it. Or I'll eat it on special occasions, maybe like once, twice a month. That's kind of where I'm at with it, because I feel like if everyone were to do that, a lot of the environmental issues associated with meat production would go away. It's a little bit of a healthier diet, and I would, and the meat that I do eat or purchase, I try to purchase that from like an ethically sustainable or ethically responsible situation. So like, meaning I try to avoid factory farm purchase things, but that can be hard to do. That's sort of my current stance on meat. Okay, so Appa, you're saying that the only way for me to get the netherite that you're offering me is to whitelist you? That seems like a very sneaky way of you trying to get your suspension terminated early. Okay, netherite shovel. Glass, I don't need this. No, it's okay. I'll get netherite on my own. No worries. I'm just pain to try and, I don't want to, I'm just gonna keep my, I'm gonna just go ahead and stick with my diamond armor, make some more diamond armor here, and then start working. I got plenty of diamonds. So what do I need? I need boots, and I lost a sword and boots, right? I have this enchanting, so what am I doing right now? I think mostly is what I need to do is get XP to enchant my items. Okay, things have sort of calmed down a little bit, so let's take a look at the... So, Nathan, you want me to name a 2 by 2 by 1 area? Okay. Nathan L. All right, a 2 by 2 by 1 area. I need a name. I need a sign. Two by 2 by 1. Where's a good place to do this? Let's do... Let's do right here. 2 by 2 by 1. Are you saying just like this? This looks like this looks like you know what this looks like? This looks like a future grave or something, like a grave plot has been established for you. Yeah, exactly. But hey, if that's what you're in, if that's what you want, you got it. What we need to do though is get more netherite so that I can actually carry out. Geez Louise, you want me to name my shovel Wonderful Spoon, but I can't name it because I don't have the materials to do that. So I have to get that. So let's see. Let's make items here. Oh, so we want to do this. Actually we can do... I should get better at remembering how to make these. Boots are like that, right? Nope, that's helmet. Try and get down the patterns. Wait, boots are like what? Wait, no. Don't tell me. It seems like they should be... that maybe? No. Oh, that, like that? That's weird. Diamond boots, and then we need a sword. Oh, he left. Billy Bob. Sword. Shovel, axe, sword. I think we're good. And I have my pickaxe, which is about to break. I need to go get that repaired. Maybe in a second. We can talk about the reparations a little bit in a bit. But I need to look over. I'm not on the Discord really, so I can't really see what people need. Golden sword, don't really need these. Don't need this. Just gonna get everything out of my inventory that I don't need right now. And then go to put that there. Hydrate. Oh my god, I have 30 push-ups waiting for me. How dare you guys? Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to the XP farm real quick, and then after that I will do our push-ups. So I need a mine cart. So, as we do this, right, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing, like, after, it's been a week since the craziness at the Capitol. Hopefully that was a one-time event, and that stuff's not going to continue. I was thinking about the Capitol stuff, and I was talking to a friend of mine who's the same age as I am, and we were talking about how we feel like so when I was a freshman in high school, the big thing that happened was 9/11. Like that was 2001. I was a freshman in high school. 9/11 happened, and it feels almost like this is one of the biggest. It feels like this is the biggest thing that's happened in the U.S. as far as like a crazy moment since that moment, since 9/11. We were talking about that. And I don't know. I think it's not it's very different than 9/11 because 9/11 was like an outside terrorism event, right, from a foreign entity, whereas the Capitol one was sort of like an internal kind of thing. So very different causes, but just as sort of crazy. And obviously, it wasn't the amount of people. Not as many people died. Only like a couple people died. But it still it has this feel. There's like a feel that's a kind of it's really hard to explain because it's like it's a sensation of sort of like this is it feels like a moment. There's like a generalized feeling of, oh, this is a moment of something that's crazy that you would never have thought would happen. Just like 9/11 when it happened. The problem was when I was young, it didn't really hit the same. It didn't hit as hard as it should have, probably, looking back on it, because I was kind of young. I didn't quite grasp the occasion the way I probably should have. But yeah, it feels like to me that this is sort of another one of those things where it was just like, even though it was sort of maybe not the most devastating in terms of lives lost, it still had a feeling of like, wow, this is something I never would have thought I would see in my lifetime, is like a mob of people storming into a government building in an attempt to essentially overturn an election based off of essentially what is Latin, like hearsay and very little evidence. It was just crazy. Shock. There's a secret room somewhere in the farm that I built. In here? This is your secret room? This looks like a very like a sauna or something. They are fortifying the Capitol? Yeah, of course. Supposedly there was going to be another one next Wednesday. Did not hear about that. By the way, not sure if you already know this, but each item has a limited number of anvil uses, so it's better to add 1 enchant, then combine books to add 2, then 4, etc. So it's better to add 1 enchant, then combine books to add 2. Wait, can you explain that a little bit more, Akash? I'm kind of confused on that. Walk into the painting. Oh, I didn't know you could walk through paintings. Nice. All right, let me do 10 push-ups real quick. Always have to clear the couch off. Oh wait, actually, hold on. There's 30 push-ups on the docket. 10, 20, 30, and a hydrate. I think I'll just see if I can do all 30. I don't want to have to come back on this couch. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. 30. And a hydrate from Geez Louise. Okay. So I can check all these off. Only thing left here is the name generator that Geez Louise wants me to name the shovel. Alrighty. So each enchant on an item, if you do 1 enchant every use, he'll soon run out. But if you use the anvil to enchant books instead of the actual item, you'll be able to... Oh, I see what you're saying. So for experience efficiency for a sword, you would want to add mending, then combine sharpness and unbreaking, and finally combine sweeping edge, looting, fire aspect, and knockback. Got it. Makes sense. Let's see. So I'm gonna be on doing the MV Jeopardy this Friday, and I'm not very good at trivia, so this is not gonna be good. So I want to look up what am I trying to look up? Sorry, I got all confused. So I'm trying to look up Minecraft enchants. So I want to look up, so how many times can you enchant, how many anvil uses does an item have? It's probably not going to tell me. Or how many anvil uses, right? Per item. What does this say? With each use, an anvil has a 12% chance to become damaged. An anvil totally serves 25 uses on average. Oh, no. I don't care about how many times can you put an item in an anvil. Wait, it's still the same thing. How many enchantments can you stack an anvil in Minecraft? Okay. I guess while we're here, we should do the reparations, right? So let's see what we need to do here. Trying to, I don't quite understand the some of the. Let's see. So let's see. Hold on. So Creepy wanted. See if Creepy wants his items. Oh, I already got your stuff? So wait, who needs reparations? Or who needs... Okay, what do you want? Oh, parrots, dogs, cats. What was it? 10-6 from our trial. We found it was 10 parrots, 6 cats, or no, 6 cats, like 2 dogs. Was that right? Or no, 4 dogs. Ten, 6, 9. Thanks, Nathan. Wait, so this is an article? Let's see. Is there a limit on how many times I can repair items in Anvil? Each time you combine an enchanted item or items with an anvil, the repair cost doubles. When the repair cost exceeds their... Oh, right. So it's not the number of times, it's the cost. I do remember this, though. Ashi, are we going to be going more in depth about gene expression in class? I'm going to kind of recap it and go over the key things you need to know. But essentially, gene expression isn't really... I mean, it can be complicated if you go really into detail. But for our class, all you really need to know is that gene expression is essentially just the process of making a protein. It's not the process, but it's when a protein is made from a gene. Basically, when a gene is used. And so the expression for each gene is slightly different depending on the cell and which genes it needs, and also depends upon what's going on in the environment around the cell, what kinds of signals it's receiving, these kinds of things. So for example, a cell might be triggered to increase the expression of the protein melanin, which is a pigment in skin cells, if it's exposed to UV radiation, right? So it turns out that that's how you get a tan, is your skin cells increase the expression of the pigment that darkens the color of your skin, which protects you from damage from the sun. It's an example of like increased gene expression. All right, so let's see. Give Creepy Stalker Minecraft iron ingot. Just 2 iron ingots? All right. That's your only reparation. So Minecraft iron ingot. Hold on. Iron ingot. I haven't used this command yet. 2? Like that? It's not saying that's a command. Oh, space then 2. Got it. So, by the way, let's go back up. 10, 6, 9. Okay, so we're going to do give Cytokine. Minecraft. Do you have... Wait, where does this go? Do you have the inventory space for this? Cat spawn egg. 6. And what is this? This has to be wolf, right? It's not dog because that's not the name. It's wolf. Wolf spawn egg 9. Okay. Was there anything else? 2 iron ingots, 10 parrots, 9 dogs, 6 cats. Billy Bob, did you need anything? Did you have anything that you needed to be repaid to you or no? Doesn't look like you said anything, but you're good? Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I need to repair my diamond pickaxe, so this is gonna repair, mostly just go to repairs and not levels. Wait. I feel like some of the server settings kind of changed a little bit. Because I used to be able to see the durability on all my items. And... oh, the difficulty's hard, never mind. Anyway, what's the command to show durability on items? Oh, it's in the settings? Let's see. Accessibility settings? Show subtitles, no. Narrator, no. Options, video settings. F3H. Yeah, that's what I used to do. There we go, yeah. That's what I wanted. F3H is what I wanted. Why did someone dig out a hole here? Where? Wait, Nathan, you're at 5.6. You're you're just like saving them up? What do they, you can at a certain point, you dug the hole to make it easier to throw used armor. Oh, like so you're just tossing it in a hole. Ah, got it. So like instead of putting it in the chest, you can just toss it down here. Yeah. Got it. That's actually not a bad idea. I wonder if it would be nice to put a, no. I was gonna say like a half slab here so that you don't fall down the pit, but oh my god, Sedekai lost how many of his parrots? 6 of them. That is an unfortunate moment. The cap limit for a channel I have 160.4 and I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. Where does it show? Where does it show how many? That was for you, Appa. That hydrate.
Hold up.
Hold up. All right, I need to do a little research here. So while we I'm looking at the chat option. I was just looking to see, it shows you how many you have, right? But I don't see how many everybody has. Like I don't know if I can see every single person sort of. Yeah, I can't see. Like 640 push-ups. Oh my god. I cannot do 640 push-ups unless it's over the course of multiple days, multiple weeks. All right, give me 1 sec. I have to look up. I'm trying to look about life insurance because life insurance is something I've always been curious about. So people talk about life insurance as something like, oh, if you buy life insurance, if you die, you can, pass. Your loved ones can get money, right? But the question is like, it doesn't seem right. Like, I feel like it's a scam. Then again, most insurances kind of are a scam to an extent. I mean, they give you peace of mind a little bit, but. And of course, in California, like some insurances are like you have to have them. For example, like car insurance. It is illegal to drive around without car insurance. And for some sort of houses, you have to have like fire insurance if you live in certain areas like near places that are susceptible to wildfires. But other kinds of insurance are like, kind of interesting. Like, okay, like, is life insurance something that's good? I'm not sure. So I need to do a little research here while we farm. See, let's watch a video about life insurance. See what they say. I suspect it's not worth it. Let's see. My girlfriend is considering getting life insurance, and I'm like hesitant, so I got to take a look. I got to look into this. Let's see. All right, so let's just start with maybe just the explanation of it.
Welcome back to Whiteboard Finance. My name is Marco, and I'm here to help you master your money build your wealth. In this video, we're going to talk about the differences between term life insurance and whole life insurance. So insurance is one of those things in life that's pretty much necessary because, well, life happens. I could finish recording this video right now, go for a bike ride, and get hit by a car, and that's that. Whiteboard Finance is over. Even though I'd like to think that my audience would create a Facebook memorial page.
Well, but if there's millions of dollars worth of damage due to a car accident, that's the main reason for car insurance, right? Yeah. So
the fact
is in general, the way, so you have to think about it from this point of view, right? Like, if I'm a company that's issuing insurance, right? The way it works is like, if you're gonna lose, if a company is gonna lose money by offering insurance, they're not gonna do it, right? The whole point of an insurance company is to make money. Like, they're trying to make a profit. So what they have to do is they have to offer insurance in such a way where they, on average, will come out ahead rather than come out behind, right? So they have to charge for insurance at a level that will cover, right, any big payouts that they have to make. So for example, what they rely on typically is they're going to have people who get into major accidents and have, thousands of dollars of damage or hundreds of thousands, right? Maybe health. The real big problem with car insurance is that it oftentimes covers the health of someone that you hit. So if you hit somebody and they have really big medical bills, oftentimes the car insurance will cover that. It's like accident insurance. So basically, the company relies on the people who don't get in accidents but are still paying for their insurance to cover the cost of those smaller number of people who do get in accidents. So essentially, the way insurance works is the people that never need it are the ones that cover the cost for the company to pay the ones who do need it, if that makes sense. So insurance is basically a gamble, right? You're kind of gambling. You're saying you're playing it, well, you're gambling in a really safe way. You're saying, like, I'm going to pay money like every month that I may never need, and I just lost it. Like, I could go my entire life without getting in a car accident, and I just lost, tens of thousands of dollars over my lifetime because I just was paying out insurance every month, and I never needed it, right? Or you could be the person that's like a gambler, like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get in an accident. It's not worth it, and I'm not going to pay any insurance. Now, if you never get in an accident, cool, you just saved yourself a lot of money. But if you do get in an accident, that's the real problem. Now you're like, okay, it would have been nice to have insurance cover this, $20,000 bill that I'm going to have to pay because I crashed. With car insurance, it's one thing, but with car insurance, it's actually it's illegal to not have car insurance. And the reason behind that, as far as I'm aware, is that without car insurance, like if you crash into somebody and they can't cover your insurance, and let's say you crash into somebody and you don't have insurance, then there's no recourse for that person to be repaid. So the way insurance would help everyone on the road feel safer, because they know if someone hits them, most likely that person has insurance that will help pay for that bill. That's kind of the idea. With life insurance, it's a little weird because you're gambling on, like, you're paying in. It's almost like you're betting that you are going to die, because you're like, you know what? I'm probably going to die early. So it'd be nice to have like life insurance to pay out to my loved ones when I die. It's kind of a weird thought. Like, I don't know. The idea of paying for life insurance is a little bit of a morbid way to look at it. It's like you're betting against yourself living a long time. And the company that's going to be giving you the life insurance is betting that you're going to live a long time as well. So the company is like hoping that you live a really long time so that you keep paying the insurance and they don't have to pay anything out. In some states, it's an automatic tow and or suspension if you don't have car insurance. Yeah. Like if you look in California, let's see, is car insurance required in California? Is required on all vehicles operated? Yeah. You must carry evidence of your insurance at all times, and it must be provided when requested by law enforcement. Is there any states where car insurance is not required? Where is car insurance not required? There are only 2 states where car insurance is not mandatory: Virginia and New Hampshire. Wow. In Virginia, an uninsured motor vehicle may be paid to the state, while in New Hampshire, vehicle owners have the option to post cash bonds. Oh. Wait, so, sorry. Billy Bob, isn't a lot of business really safe gambling? Yeah, well, I mean, any business venture is a gamble, right? Because you're putting up a lot of capital up front to purchase supplies, space, employees, and you're putting a lot of labor into something that may not pan out. So yeah, it's a gamble to an extent. Like any sort of entrepreneurial endeavor is a gamble, for sure. But most businesses, the business model is not based off of the gamble. Like, so for example, it's a gamble to start a restaurant, but your income is not based off of a gamble. So you're not betting. A restaurant, you have customers that coming in and are purchasing a good that you're producing, which I guess is technically true of an insurance company as well, because you're producing you're basically producing some sort of a safety net for people. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some analogies there. It just feels weirder to me because there's not really a product that I'm purchasing. It's like it's a potential product in the case of an issue that happens to me. So yeah, I'm trying to learn about life insurance a little bit here.
We're all eventually going to need life insurance at one point or another all throughout our lives. So in this video, I'm going to go over the differences.
Wait, he said we'll all need life insurance at one point throughout our lives? The other problem here is that there's a link in the description on this video where it says get term life insurance here, and it's linked to their website. So this might be a biased video. We just have to be careful with that. Let's not listen to all that.
Between term and whole life insurance. Before I get into that, however, I'm actually excited to announce that I did decide to make this a sponsored video. Today's sponsor is SimpliSafe. It's an excellent home security system that's completely wireless, and the only reason I'm recommending it is because I use it myself. If I didn't use it, life insurance provides coverage typically for a set period of time, and most people go with 20 to 30 years on this, okay? You can go less, you can go more. It all depends on what you want and what suits your needs. So if you or your spouse passes away during this time here, you are then paid the benefit of whatever the policy is. So if the policy is worth, let's call it $500,000, you croak within these 20 to 30 years of whenever the policy is, your beneficiaries, it's usually your spouse, your children, or whoever you assign as the beneficiaries, will get this payout, period. So the nice thing about term life insurance is that it's very affordable, okay? It's actually much more affordable than whole life. So typically, this works out to be for every $7 in term life insurance for, let's call it a 20-year coverage period, you're probably going to be paying closer to $100 in whole life insurance for a 20-year period, okay? That's just how the premiums shake out, and I'll get into that more in depth later. So term life insurance has no cash value, okay? So you're not paying into any premiums, you're not investing any money. So as mentioned before, let's use that $500,000 as an example. You pay a set amount per month, let's just call it, I don't know, 20 bucks for that. It's probably gonna be a little bit more, but you pay 20, 30 bucks per month, you get this amount of coverage, whatever that coverage is, and that's it. You're not building anything, you're not investing that money, you're not making any interest on that money. Think of it like car insurance. You're just paying a set amount per month to get a certain amount of coverage, okay? So this is actually not worth anything until you actually need it, okay? But that's actually the whole point of insurance, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. So the pros that come with term life insurance is that it's a great choice for people that are looking to, how do I say this, replace their income. So let's say income replacement, okay? So if you're someone who has a family of 4 and you're making 50 grand a year, you should typically have something that covers about 10 to 12 times your annual salary. So in the event of your death, your spouse or whoever your beneficiary is can take that lump sum, invest it in the market, and hopefully live off the interest that would have been paid to you as your salary, okay? So this is also good for debt payoff. And what I mean by that is that the premiums are much lower than whole life insurance, so you can actually use this to put down towards debt and pay off your debts and get out of debt, okay? And then finally, this doesn't apply to most people watching this video, but business policies, term life insurance is great. So if you have like a key person that's within an organization and they pass away, the organization or whoever the beneficiary is will realize that insurance policy. So let's talk about the cons of term life insurance. So this is one of the biggest ones. It's costly to renew. The reason for that is if you use the example of the 30-year-old that gets a 30-year policy and he still needs it, say like he's still in debt or whatever, his finances aren't in order and he still needs to work. If he goes to renew this policy at 60 years old, it's obviously going to be a lot more expensive than when he was 30. When you're 30, you have a lot more life to live, you're generally healthier, there's less health risk. When you get older, obviously you have less time to live, meaning the policy has a higher chance of being paid out, which means that the numbers have to work for the insurance company. So that was the cons of term life insurance. Let's get it.
See, it's weird though, like, cause yeah, like the older you are, the closer you are, cause the company has to hedge their bets, right? They're not like insurance is going to cost way more if you're somebody who's 60 than somebody who's 30, just because a 60-year-old is way more likely to die than a 30-year-old. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just like a weird, like, I hope I live pretty long, right? And I hope that I have, so here's the other thing to consider, right? Like if you live for a long time, like what about instead of doing life insurance, why don't you take the money, so why don't you do this? Instead of paying money into life insurance, the money that you would have put into life insurance, put into like an investment account so that it like every month and say like, that's my life insurance investment account. So when I die, that account goes to my beneficiaries. Now, maybe you can't accrue as much as you would have with a life insurance policy maybe, but it's a safer bet because you're not losing any money. Because I wonder how many people pay for life insurance, like a 20 or 30 year term, and then they live long enough that term runs out, and then they don't renew, and then they die. And it's like, well, they just lost a lot of money for no reason. Whereas like if you're taking like, let's say it's like, I don't know, $100 a month that you're putting into your life insurance, which is probably way more than actually it is. I don't even know. It's probably like like $20, $50 a month.
Get into whole life insurance. So what is whole life insurance? So whole life has 3 components that we need to talk about, and this is what differentiates it from term. The first one are the premiums that you pay. So there's both premiums, obviously, in the term. That was the $7 versus the $100. So there has to be a reason why the whole is so much more. Why is it $100? So the premiums are the first component. The second is the death benefit. Okay, this is just what it sounds like. This is the amount that you're paid upon your death. So let's just call it 500 grand for easy numbers. And then finally, this is the kicker. This is what differentiates whole versus term. And that's the cash value, and I'll put a $sign here. So the cash value is pretty much what gets accumulated and what these salespeople, the sales agents or the insurance agents try and sell you on. It's kind of like the savings component or the investment component of a whole life cash value policy, okay? So when you pay your premium, the money that you pay, remember this $700 a month? Obviously, a big part of that is going towards actually funding the death benefit for like the first 5 to 10 years, okay? Also, where these premiums are going in the beginning, they're not going towards your cash value.
And the other thing with, my guess is, and the other thing with most insurance companies is when you pay them money on a monthly basis, you're paying them the premium, right? Which is how much you pay every month. They take that money, and what they do is they probably have, especially the big companies, have like investment specialists who take your money and then they invest it in the market or in ways that will generate a pretty good yield for them. And they're making money off, not only are they making money off people paying them premiums, but they're also making money off investing that money on top of it. So it's almost like you're giving them your money and they're investing it for you. But with restrictions, meaning like if you don't die within a certain period of time, we keep it all, right? I don't know. Maybe there's other kinds of life insurance where they pay you out after.
Which you're led to believe. A very small amount is going towards the cash value. A majority of these premiums are going towards the commissions of the salesperson, so that's why they always try and push whole versus term. They're also going to the administrative fees of actually running the policy, and they're also going, like I said, to actually fuel or fund the death benefit, okay? So you're led to believe that, oh, if you have a cash value whole life insurance policy, you're going to make 10, 11% in the market, it's going to grow, and it's going to be tax deferred, and that's going to be your money, right? Well, actually, that's incorrect. After all the fees and all that stuff is said and done, you're typically averaging 1.5% on a whole life policy. Okay, let me repeat that. 1.5% to 2.2%.
1.5 to 2.2% return is really low. Stock market should be able to give you 5 to 7%.
After you've paid into this death benefit for like 5 to 10 years, that cash value starts to build more and more based off the premiums that you're funding it with, okay? So beneficiaries, here's the big kicker. Beneficiaries are only entitled to the death benefit when you pass away, okay? When you pass away, the cash value that you've built up this whole time, that's the whole thing that you've been being sold on this whole time, goes away, okay? This gets absorbed by the life insurance company, believe it or not. This does not go to your beneficiaries, okay? So if you have a $500,000 policy, that goes to your beneficiaries, okay? The cash value does not. That goes back to the insurance company. So all this money that you saved, this $93 difference between the 7 and the 100, that $93 difference that you've been saving month after month after month after month, it does not go to your beneficiaries. It goes back to whoever your provider is, okay? The other thing is with whole life insurance, you have no choice in how the life insurance company applies the premium, okay? So when we talked about the premium for the first 5, 10 years going towards a majority of the death benefit, the commissions and the fees, you can't choose what percentage of that goes to the cash value. It's basically whatever their policy says and whatever those underwriters and analysts have decided. So the thing is, you can actually, the only way to get this money right here, the cash value, is to cancel the policy and surrender your policy. So you lose the death benefit, and then they'll cut you a check for whatever that cash value was.
Oh,
so you're losing your insurance. That's the whole point of getting insurance, just to get your money back that grew at a very poor rate, that 1.5 to 2.2%. So it sounds like I've been talking a lot of smack about the whole life policy. There are a couple different benefits here. That cash value portion is non-taxable as long as it doesn't exceed the total premiums that you paid. Okay, so if you paid, let's just call it 100 grand in premiums, as long as this cash value isn't above 100 grand, it's not taxable. Anything above that 100 grand is taxable. Okay. So very quickly, let's just go over a quick recap of the pros of the whole life insurance, and then we'll do a quick recap of the cons, and then I'll get into a dollar comparison, if you will. So the pros of the whole life insurance is that you have coverage for life. It's not set to that 20, 30 years like we talked about in the term policy, okay? This is covered until the day you die, right? You can do that because, again, your family members aren't getting that cash value when you pass away. That goes back to the insurance company. So the other thing is that the premiums are guaranteed, and also the cash value is non-taxable, and you can actually borrow against that cash value if you want to. So we talked about the non-taxable unless it exceeds that amount. Borrowing against it, so I've actually watched Dave Ramsey talk about this years ago. It's kind of funny. Borrowing against your cash value policy is like going to a payday lender of the middle class. So if your cash value policy is like, let's call it 50 grand, if you borrow against that to take out money, you have to pay a percentage on the money. You're basically going to a loan shark, okay? You're paying a percentage on your own money. Does that make sense? You've saved and saved and saved and contributed that fat premium every month. Now, if you want to take out money against this, you have to pay a percentage to borrow your own money. Does that make sense? So let's get into some of the cons of the whole life insurance. Some of the cons are that it's obviously very expensive, okay? So if this was a restaurant, I'd give it $4 signs. Next is that it's very inflexible. Again, we talked about those premiums, not being able to choose where they go. Again, it's covering commissions, fees, all that stuff. I just typed in, or I just wrote premiums. Next is the cash value accumulation is slow. Remember, the first 5 to 10 years, it's going towards the death benefit. It's not going towards the cash value. And then finally, the big kicker that I've mentioned a couple times now is that the cash does not go to your family. So I'll draw a little family here. It goes back, it's absorbed back by the insurance company, okay? So the whole thing with life insurance is that it's expensive, and it's probably one of the worst financial products out there in my humble opinion, okay? Because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to be an investment product. It's supposed to be an insurance product. You don't go to your car insurance and say, hey, I'll pay you more premium if you get me back 1.5% over 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That would be stupid. So let's move on to a cost comparison example here very quickly. So say we have a
Okay, so it's not supposed to be an investment product. It's supposed to be an insurance product. Right, because car insurance is not really an investment.
31-year-old guy that has a $100 a month budget to spend on insurance, okay? So he can get 125 grand in term, he can get 125 grand in whole. This one is gonna cost them $7 a month, this one's gonna cost them $100 a month. If you just did a simple investment calculation, okay, let's just say we're getting 8% in the market over 20
Welcome
years,
back.
because that's what this term policy is gonna be for, you're gonna end up with two.
I'm trying to grind XP right now because I want to do enchantments first. Yeah, we're watching some boring stuff. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of personal research here about life insurance. I have a suspicion it's a scam and it's not worth it, so I'm trying to figure out if my suspicion is correct.
Two completely different numbers. This $93, the difference between the 100 and the 7, okay? So $93 at 8% over 20 years would get you, I believe it's $52,917 in the market over 20 years. This
at 8%. When was this video made? This video was made in 2019. Yeah. 2019, it was like you were sitting at like, if you had in 2019, like the market was doing amazing. So 8% seems reasonable. Again, 8% is potentially reasonable. It's a little bit.
you want to invest at like 1.5%, which is what whole policies typically return, 1.5 to 2.2%, after fees, commissions, inflation, all that stuff, you're going to end up with typically $25,983. Okay, so it's a big difference. That's basically a $28,000 difference. So with all that being said, I hope that this was just a good primer. There's obviously different policies, different companies.
All right. So basically what we learned
Hey everybody,
here,
welcome back to Whiteboard Finance.
Is the term versus whole thing. Is it seems like the whole insurance is trying to look more like an investment thing than anything that, but the investment is is not really worth it, because the percent return that you're getting is going to be much lower than if you were to just invest your money in the stock market and diversify yourself there. So probably not worth doing it based off this video. And the term life insurance is, the risk of the term one is that if the term runs out, which means like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought. Okay, so here's the two differences: the term versus the whole. Okay, whole life insurance means that there is no term. Basically, once you start paying into the life insurance, it doesn't matter when you die. You could die at like 40 or you could die at 100. It's still valid. So what that basically means is that no matter when you die, there's going to be a payout. But the thing is, the payout is kind of like an investment, if I'm getting this correctly. So it's wait, I'm not 100% sure. Whereas the term life insurance, the risk of the term, I think I need more info on the whole. The term one makes sense to me, because the term life insurance is basically you buy a certain period of time, and then if you die in that term, all right, geez Louise, later, have a good one, dude. So if you die within that 20 to 30 years, you get that payout. But if you live past it, you have to renew it. And when you renew it, your premium is going to go way up. So instead of, like, let's say you buy it at 30, maybe you're only paying like $7 a month. And you live till 60, and you're like, oh no, I just went through the entire term and I didn't die. I need to renew my life insurance. Now they're probably going to charge you like, I don't even know how much they would charge you, but probably a lot more, because you're so much closer to death. So then what happens after that? So that's that. So the question you'd have to do the math here. You'd have to go, okay, let's assume I live to, a reasonable number to say that you live to is 80. I think that's optimistic. If you're a healthy person, right? I consider myself a healthy person. I eat healthy. I exercise. My family history is pretty decent. I have grandparents that are in their 90s, that are turning 90. So I feel like 80 is a reasonable number for me. If I buy life insurance, let's say I buy a 30-year policy, I will outlive that for sure, right? Unless some freak accident happens, which, could happen. If I outlive that, I would have to do the math. Like, okay, how much would I pay every month for the first 30 years? And then how much would I pay for the renewal from 60 to 80? Add all that up and be like, okay, it would cost me this much money. And then what if I invested that instead? How much money could I make? And then just sort of think about, is it worth the risk? Is it worth me hedging my bets and saying, well, I'll lose some money in case I die, I can get a payout? I don't know. Let's see if there's any other videos that break this down a little bit more clearly. I don't really care about the whole versus term. That's an important difference.
Welcome back to Whiteboard Finance.
All right, let's see what this... Oh, here's the Dave Ramsey. Why whole life insurance is a ripoff. Let's see.
Today's question comes from Jose in Texas. Should I cash in my whole life insurance and get term insurance? No, you should cash in your term. You should get term insurance and then cash in your whole life insurance. We have approximately $30,000 in cash value. I'm sorry. We're both 64 years of age. The agent is suggesting a paid-up policy. What is your suggestion? Well, the agent is a whole life agent. And so, you don't let the fox in the hen house and give you advice on this. So here's the thing. You have a savings element to a cash value policy called cash value, $30,000. You have an insurance element, which is the life insurance that's paid if you die. The great ripoff of cash value life insurance is that you will never get both, and you have paid for both. You paid extra for savings, and you have life insurance. If you die, they're going to pay the life insurance, and they keep your savings. If you cash out the savings, they're going to cancel your life insurance. Now, what is paid-up insurance? Prepaid and overpaid. That's what paid-up insurance is. You can pay up term life insurance if you want to send them 10 years of premiums in advance. They won't send you another bill for 10 years. It's magical. That's all this is. That's what paid-up life insurance is. Because as long as there's a probability you're going to die, which if you're breathing, there's that probability, then there's a statistical cost to covering your life. And if the cost is never goes away until you die. And so the insurance company is going to get their freaking pound of flesh. Count on it. So paid up and overpaid and prepaid is what paid up life insurance is. So here's the thing. If you take $30,000 and you put it into a mutual fund that made 10%, that'd be $3,000 a year. $3,000 a year would buy you a term life insurance policy greater than the one you have today if you're healthy and could get the insurance. And they are paying you not $3,000 on your $30,000. They are paying you $300 on your $30,000, about 1%, not 10%. So that's their gift to you, is they're giving you 1% on money you should be making 10 or 12 on, and in return they give you a free policy. It's kind of like when I was in Sweden and they told me they had free health care. And I asked them what their tax rate was, and she said, I pay 65% income tax. And I said, tell me where the free starts? If somebody takes money out of one of your pockets and then runs around behind your back and drops it over your forehead, does that mean it's free? This is stupid, okay? This is how we think, though, okay? So it's not free, and it's not paid up at all. You're making a reduced rate of return, and they're using the difference to provide you a toaster to go with your new account you just opened, if you're old enough to remember that at the bank, okay? So, no, it's not free. There is, I got free interest, no interest on my new car, which went down 62% in value when I drove it across the curb. It ain't free, dummy, okay? You have to think through this stuff. There is no free. Sorry. There's not. I mean, you can get free on the short term, but somewhere, somehow, it's being picked up. So, Jose, you get your term insurance if you need term insurance.
That's the whole thing with any insurance or anything where there's no such if you ever heard the saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? Like that's anyone who thinks they're getting away with something for free from a company that knows what they're doing is it's absolutely a lie. Like they have people that are far smarter than you that have been looking into this far longer than you, and they know exactly how much to charge and exactly how, and they're making money. They're not getting people are not getting. Or not, like, you're not going to walk away with. The only way you can make money off insurance is if you're unlucky, right? Is if you have car insurance, if you are hit by a bunch of people, right? Then you get that, then your insurance covers you because it's not your fault, right? Then you can cover the premiums you've been paying, which is nice. If you have life insurance, you have to die to make money, like early. And so, the whole free lunch thing is kind of, oh no. But it sounds like he was not so harsh on term life insurance, which is interesting. So maybe there's a place for term life insurance? Let's take a look. Term life insurance. Okay, so the way I think it is, the whole life insurance is basically no-go because all it is like a way to invest your money in a way that's not as good as just investing it in a normal market kind of situation. Term life insurance, on the other hand, might be good. Let's see. All right, let's just, I think term life insurance. All these like financial advice. It's so funny. The financial advisors on YouTube, like the YouTuber financial advisors, they all have like the same setup. Okay, so you see here, this guy's setup. It's all like the same.
You just heard LaJawn asking. She's single, no dependents. Says she just has a cat.
See?
And so she wanted.
It's the same. They all have their desk. They're like, they have their headphone. They're like old school headphone on, like with a big old microphone at the end. Books and stuff on the side. And they're like taking calls. Later, Akash. Oh wait, Akash, I just saw that you had a 10 couch push-up. I will pay my debts. This is gonna be my 4th set tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go, dude. Can't make you lose your... All these push-ups you guys are making me do is making me less and less in need of life insurance and keeping me in shape. All right, so what is this one? I appreciate that. Have a good night, Akash. Let's see if this one has any better advice about life versus term insurance here.
To know, did she need life insurance? And so she's new to the show, new to the program, being intentional, moving forward and understanding, getting the pieces in place.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I need to start enchanting stuff because I have already 32 levels, so let's do this. I have all my... Oh, I left all the books back. I left all my books back in their place. Alright, let's do this. Let's kill these guys. Kill them, get the XP, run back and grab the books. Do some enchants. Man, this sword is just so slow. I need to enchant the sword first. What are you going to use them all, though? Like, on what? I'm scared. I don't want you to make me do like 1,000 push-ups in one day. I'm going to die. Maybe I should get life insurance. Nate, let me know when you're planning on throwing all those out, and I'll buy life insurance the day before so that I, like, get that cash, sweet cash payout. Yeah, it helps me keep healthy, but not... not all at once. You can literally die from too much. Wait, when you reach 20k? What the heck? Why is there so many zombies up here? You're just waiting. Like Night of the Living Dead. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like this. I should bring a couple rails back so I can complete this. You know, and of course in the chest. What the heck? Did you seriously just break the... It broke the minecart underneath me.
But life insurance is how you replace your income. And so if something were to happen to you, you want to have life insurance because it gives money, right, to the family to be able to take care of things on your behalf. And so what I wanted to do in this Did You Know was to spend some time really talking about the two types of insurance. You have what's called whole life and you have term. And I wanted to dig into these because essentially there's a massive difference for a lot of reasons. There's a massive difference in what it does and how long. For example, whole life insurance, it actually gets that name because it sticks with you your entire life. It is something that's always there. It's obviously much more expensive than term life insurance, and you could end up paying hundreds of dollars each and every month. And it has an identity problem. And here's what I mean by that. Whole life is trying to do too many things. I can remember this movie back in the I think it was in the 80s. It was called Sybil. And it was about this lady. She had like 48 personalities. I don't know what it was. It was frightening to watch. And she would just turn into different people. That's how I view whole life insurance. It's trying to be insurance, it's trying to be a savings account, and it's trying to be investments. And because of that, it has an identity problem. And it's also much more expensive. And the rate of return is horrible. And so I tell people, you're better off buying a cheaper policy, a term policy, a fixed term that gives you clarity on what it is you're paying for a specific period of time. And term life insurance, I mean, you can get a time period from 5 years up to 20 years or more. And so it's very inexpensive. Here's what I tell people.
Man,
you want to buy
a 5-year term life insurance is really grim. Imagine buying a 5-year term, five-year term life insurance. Like, you're basically saying, I'm probably going to die in 5 years. Eesh. Wait, where is everybody? Oh, there we go.
Term life insurance 10 to 12 times your annual income. Okay, so that's 10 to 12 times.
Okay, before we watch this, I need to look at how do we combine enchanted books. Wait, to combine the two enchanted books, both books must have the same enchantment and the same level. In this example, we have placed an enchanted book with sharpness in the first slot. Enchanted book sharpness 1 second slot. Wait. Okay, I think I still don't really have clarity on what Akash and Jeez Louise were talking about earlier, but they left. But if I look back at the chat, they were saying that it's better to add to add one enchant than combine books to add 2 than 4, etc. I don't quite understand that. Let's see. I have a bunch of enchantments I want to add to my armor, but I don't want to run into the dreaded too expensive. To avoid this, should I add them to the item one at a time or combine them into one book and add them all at once? When you combine items, the game takes the highest repair cost of the two items being combined, doubles that value, and then assigns that higher value to the resulting item. This is true for both items and books. Therefore, the best way to combine a number of books to an item is to combine items with similar repair costs or number of anvil uses. Building in a pyramid style, for example, if you have an item plus 3 books, it would be best to add 1 book to the item while combining the remaining 2 books as the first step. Then add the resulting book to the item. This will result in half the final repair cost. Wait, what the heck? Wait, you can combine 2 books to have... Wait. So let's say I have, efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3. Oh. I didn't know you could combine books like this, and it costs 5 levels. Okay. Let's grab all these books.
times your annual income. So if you make $50,000 a year, you're going to look at $500,000 in term at minimum, up to $600,000 in term. And so it's real simple. Now, what you don't want to do is to get it inside your job. Okay, now here's this reason. Because if you lose or leave that job, you've lost or left behind the insurance. It's of no good to you. So it's really important to get term life insurance outside of your job. So now if you leave that job or move on or start your own business, you still have this coverage.
Bye, Aria. Have a good night.
Following you and protecting you and your family. So that's the difference. Whole life's trying to do 4 to 5 different things. What we need insurance to do is simply be insurance. And that's where term life insurance is the way to go. You have more questions on this, go to my website, Chris Hogan 360.
That was it. That wasn't very detailed. Chris Hogan. Let's see if there's anything better. Let's see. When is term life insurance worth it? Because clearly we've established that it's not whole. You don't want whole life insurance. Everyone's talking about term versus whole. Oh my God. I gotta look at that later. I need to do this first. Let's go ahead and add enchantments. So what I want to do is add 1 first. So let's add sharpness 5 to our sword. Boom. Sharpness 5. This is not good because it has efficiency 3 on it somehow. This is not my shovel. This is bad. This is also not my axe. Oh, geez, Louise left already, so I shouldn't rename this. I'll wait for him later. I know I'm going to wait for him. I know. Thanks, Nathan, for the reminder, but I did remember that before I'm going to wait for him next time because I want him to see it. We'll wait for that. For my bow, what I want here is infinity. My axe is maxed. Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, Mending, and Unbreaking 3 is all what I want. These actually are bad. I should just make a new diamond axe and a new diamond shovel because I don't want those. I don't even need the diamond shovel because I have the netherite shovel. Oh, I could get sharpness on the axe. Well, this axe has to go because it's got bad enchants on it. Let's take a look. That's my silk touch. Oh, wait, here's my netherite shovel. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3. Actually really good. This is the one I need to rename. This diamond shovel is bad. Wait, let's disenchant this diamond shovel. Efficiency 5, Mending 3, Unbreaking 3. This is a good hoe. It's a good fishing rod. This is just a random netherite shovel I don't actually need. That's a good pickaxe for silk touch. Where's the grindstone in here? Oh man, we don't have a grindstone? How do I make a grindstone again? What is it? Wood, slabs, and sticks. Wood, slabs. Oops. I actually need some rails for when I go to the other place. Yeah, let's bring that. Wood. Where's all my... Oh, yeesh. I don't have wood. I can do it later. Let's just put... So I'm going to unenchant this and this. Wait, axe? I need to make an axe. Wow, there's a little lag on the server right now, I'm noticing. See if I can remember how to make a diamond axe. I think it's like that and that, yeah. Diamond diamond axe. Put our diamonds away, don't need those. Put our sticks away, don't need those. And let's go ahead and give our diamond axe sharpness 5. Oh, wait, do I have another sharpness? Ah, they do. Okay. Efficiency 5 there. Okay, so now what I want to do is start combining books. So for my bow, wait, power 5 is for a bow. What else is for a bow? Punch 1. Unbreaking? Wait, we gotta... Joe, you're a casual with 4.8k? Let's see. Best enchants for each item list. Nate. Nate has 11k. Nate's like, well, excuse me, it's actually 11.9k. Okay, so this one, let's see, where's the bow? Power 5, punch 1, unbreaking, infinity. Flame? Wait, how old is this post? This is like 3 years old. I don't know if I trust a 3-year-old post. Oops, sleepy time. Let's look up a different post here. I visited this page. Oh, this is just a wiki page. I don't know about that. Minecraft. Minecraft's best enchantments, armors for pretty sure. More. All armor. Prot 4, mending, unbreaking, and thorns 3. Okay, so let's just do prop 4 on all of our armor here. Prop 4, this is actually good. Wait, Curse of Binding? What is that? Curse of Binding? Once a cursed item is worn by a player in survival mode, it cannot be removed until the item breaks or the player dies. This means that you can only enchant an item with up to... What the heck? How did that get Curse of Binding on it? It has good enchants, protection 4, unbreaking 3. So it's actually not terrible. That has thorns 3, protection 1. Why? Why? Can you overwrite? 1 second. Can you overwrite? Why do I have a protection 3 book? Get out of here. Wow, I have no protection books. Are they in here? Diamond boots. Probably want mending on them. Or unbreaking 3 is actually good too. Looks like I need to go trade with villagers real quick to get protection. I have no... All my emeralds are gone. I don't want this helmet because it's... Wait, can you overwrite a... Can you overwrite a lower enchantment with a higher level? I can't overwrite, Nate? Okay. Use the iron farm? Wait, use the iron farm for what? To get iron and then trade for emeralds? Is that what you're saying? Efficiency 5 over... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, because I have this helmet that has protection 1, but I want to put protection 4 on there. Are these communal chests? They're unlabeled. Oh, I can just grindstone it. You're right, Nate. Or you're right, Billy Bob. That's true. Don't have any of this. I should show Nate the mini grave. Oh yeah, I forgot. So Nathan spent how many points was it for the name generator? It was, how many stars was it? 1.5K on essentially what is a grave. This costs 1.5K. But hey, you know, to each his own. You know, people value things as they value, and I think that's a nice little grave that'll just be there. But let me ask you this, Nathan, do you have life insurance? Because you're buying a grave already. At your age, I would hope that you can get life insurance. Maybe it's a mini hot tub. It's true. Do you want me to put water in it, or do you want it empty? I can make it an infinite water source if you want. That's free. You can add it to that if you want. Let me see real quick. What am I going to do? Let's grindstone this. Problem is, wait, is my grindstone? I think my grindstone's over here. Yep, that's true. We can do that. Wait, why don't I just use enchanting table? Because that's pointless. So take that off. Oh, I can't get this curse of binding on. All right, let's do it. Actually, what should we put on this helmet? Let's put Aqua Affinity, maybe? Dang, you don't have one. I guess we'll just do Unbreaking 3 on it. Find my buckets. Don't tell me I only have one bucket. Wait, how do you make a bucket again? Oh, you got. All right, let's make you. There you go. You are now a hot tub. Put these back in here. Bucket, bucket. Okay. Everything has one enchant. Now I just need to combine these books and also need to get power. Let's see. What else do I need? I need Respiration and Aqua Affinity. I need Depth Strider and Feather Falling. I think I have all this. Ooh, flame. Quick charge. Efficiency 5, okay. Okay, let's just take a quick look at our villagers. I wonder if we can get some. Wait, they'll give emeralds, right? Oh, they're all zombified. Four. So 4 ingots for an emerald. Silk touch, power, mending, sweeping edge. I'm looking for protection. Efficiency. Ooh, respiration 3. I actually want. Let's do this. The heck? Oh, he just didn't fall correctly. Get a better deal from him. Infinity, looting. What is protection 3? Ooh, man. None of these have protection 5. Marcus, what's up? Do you mind if I join the SMP? So right now I'm reserving people, I'm whitelisting people who have either I know personally and know their, reliability, or people who have spent enough time watching the stream and hanging around and contributing to the chat and community and interacting. And after I feel comfortable with their sort of presence and I feel like they're somebody who's committed to it and would contribute, then I'll whitelist them. So the answer right now, the short answer is no, but if you would like, feel free to hang around, join in. I stream pretty much a few times a week, every Wednesday at 7 on YouTube and Twitch, and then usually I don't stream on YouTube on the other days, but usually I stream starting around between 6 and 7. So if you're interested and you really want to join in, hang around, and for sure. Whoa, what did I just see? Oh. Oh, I see. You're Nolan and Ace's friends. Got it. So yeah, so I think even in that case, I'm trying not to let people on who are friends of people who are on. So I really need the people that I'm going to let on are going to be like firsthand. I know them, or they've hung around long enough where I feel comfortable. So that's awesome that you're their friends, but I think it's still the same. If you need excess emeralds, there's some holes in the ground with iron trades. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do iron trades. Let's do that. Let's do iron. So let's go grab some iron from the farm. You don't chat much? That's cool. You don't have to chat too much. The problem is if you don't chat, it's hard for me to tell that you're there. You know, the only way I can tell when people are there is when they're chatting and interacting. So, and that's fine if you're more like I'm relatively introverted, especially when I was younger. I definitely wouldn't have been someone who was chatting too much. Although I often wondered, because when I was young, there was no such thing as streaming. Wow, look at these daisy chained chests that we've got. We've got iron for years. I wonder what it would have been like to have streams accessible. I actually don't need this bow. Iron. I was always curious. I'm curious to see what it would have been like. I wonder what I would have done. Would I have been I think I would have been, because I played a lot of games when I was a kid, so I probably would have been into watching streams. I think it would have been a good thing, because all I really could do was play games by myself or with like a friend or two. There wasn't even that many multiplayer online games. They didn't start until I was like more in high school. Okay, let's trade with this. 'Out of nowhere. $12. All right, anyone else? $24. You wishing out my so the oh no, is this guy sleeping? Oh, he's not even what I. Oh wait, that's someone I want. Wake up! Wake up! If I go in there, I can't really get out. Wow, a lot of iron trades going on in here. Okay, I have. God dang it! One sec. I'll fix this. I'll fix this. This is the blacksmith, so it needs to go in the other hole. It needs to go. It needs to go in this hole here. Boom. And oh. Wait, there's no bed in this one. I guess it doesn't need a bed, huh? So I'm just kind of curious how you make these. These are 4x4s. Wait, do you make a bed for every single chamber? I don't really know how you make these. Okay, so it's not necessary. I got it. Man, I keep falling in here. So the books, Marcus, they are for enchanting. So basically, have you played Minecraft? So you have items. If you haven't played Minecraft, you have items. Like you have armor, and you've got items like swords, pickaxes, bows, shovels. These things all do different things that you need, and you can enchant them to make them stronger and have better abilities. Like they can be tougher, they can do more damage if they're like a attacking item, that kind of stuff. Oh, why do I have so many? Because I am in the process of attempting to enchant all my items. So I'm carrying them all because I'm going to go get some XP and start to enchant them more. But I need to I need to get some more emeralds so that I can buy some other enchants. So, already traded with you. Yep. Already traded with you. Yep. This guy. And let's go get some more iron. Yeah, so what happened is basically I had earlier this week, on the weekend actually, I had all my gear maxed out. Netherite, full netherite gear, all enchants and everything. Things were going well. Tried to fight the Witherboth solo and I died and it blew up all my gear. So I'm in the process of basically going through the whole process again of getting all my gear. So I've got to get my netherite gear back. And I have to re-enchant everything, so it's kind of a pain. But it made me much more careful to not do that again. It's all good though. Part of the fun. Part of the game. What time is it? 9:30? Okay. We're gonna probably call it a night here pretty soon. These are all, this is like really nice for farming emeralds. And so with, yeah, this is pretty much infinite emeralds. If we have, let me think. We have basically infinite iron from this massive iron farm. And now we've got villagers with really good iron for emerald trades. Yeah, basically infinite emerald farms at this point. You had a world on your PS4, it was almost fully maxed out and everything, and I had super cool builds, but it got corrupted. Oof. How did it get corrupted? Just randomly? Man, I need to make shulker boxes too, so I can carry stuff around. I need to do what Appa did, where he basically has a full inventory of shulker boxes, and in each box he has like an organized system. This is actually super inefficient. I should just grab his more. Hold on. Are these chests? Oh, all the iron is there already. The iron is right here. Where am I going? Let's do this. Stash these books in here for right now. No, this is way more efficient process. Nope, already traded with you. Not sure my chunks would just bring one day, just wouldn't let me on. That sucks. You should this was a world that was just on your PS4, right? So it wasn't like backed up anywhere. So the server that we're on here, this is hosted remotely. So it generates 2 backups every day, I think, something like that. Oh. Let's see, where are they at? They just went up to 6. I have... Okay. I'll leave them for now. I don't really need that many more. Yeah, like 2 years ago, so I don't care about anymore. Yeah, well... Yeah, backups are crucial. Even when I was playing... So I have a server with just me and a buddy of mine. We play on one server, and I just have it on my computer. And I'll regularly just like copy the server folder and paste it into my external hard drive. Like maybe like once, like I really should do it after we play every time just to have a backup, but I sometimes forget. But just in case like something corrupts on that one, I can just copy in the backup. Just play it safe. All right, we have way too many zombie villagers right now. Oh my God. These all need to be cured, and I need to make a villager that is going to be able to give me... Actually, this is pretty good iron trade here. Let's do that. So let's bring this up. And we got to cure. I need golden apple and potion of weakness. Man, these caverns need to be repaired too. This is like one thing that we should take some time to do is just repair stuff. So let me do this. Grab some dirt from out here to repair some of these holes. Let's get some dirt. That's crazy. Okay. keep this dirt around just to repair like these. Like this is probably could just be fixed too. They like little things like that. Like when you have a group server and there's a bunch of people playing and like things explode here and there, people just sort of leave it. But over time, like you get these craters everywhere. Like little fences are broken, walls get damaged. Your name was, so my name was Sister Gaming 28. I don't know if you remember me from Nolan's server, but it's because my sister trolled me by putting it. That's funny. It's like a massive hole here that also should just be filled over, at least just to make it look a little nicer. I'm trying to remember. I think I do vaguely remember you on that server. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, cool. I don't know what the point of this is, though. This is like kind of annoying to have this water area here. Okay. Toss that. Don't need any more of that. Toss you. Okay. Now we're not falling in any holes anymore. So, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy cow, 12 villagers need to be cured. All right, Marcus. Ooh, you got braces. Yikes. I'm so lucky I never had to get any. Never had braces in my life. My teeth are a little crooked, but totally fine. Yeah, definitely lucky. My sister had to. Or maybe both my sisters had to. Alright. I don't know if I have potions of weakness. See, that was the whole thing that I was on. Potion of weak, splash potion of weakness. Oh, and a golden apple. Nice. So I can cure one zombie villager. There's some here. if I cure this guy. Wait, are you saying, does this guy produce potions? If we cure him? Let's cure all of these. Let's do this. I think we can get... Got it. So let's cure this guy. Because we need respiration. And who else should we cure? I don't need sharpness 5. I mean, we should cure all of these, but I only have 3 pots, so let's do... What do we need? We need a protection... 4, and this is only a protection 3? Wait, but you can combine 2 protection books to make a protection 4. What's up, Akash? Well, I wrote a bot to claim channel points while I'm away, and so far I've gotten 600. You're bot farming? You're bot farming my precious stars? Did I watch the Maple Leafs game today? No, I didn't. I don't really watch hockey that often. That's true. It increased the amount of level. Let's just try and get it. Let's do it while we're here. Let's see. If I break this. We need a fresh villager. Okay. Let's take... Get out of here. Let's see. Is this hooked up correctly? I used to be more into sports when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I have kind of fallen off. Oh, he does have a cheap efficiency 5. I think we have efficiency 5 somewhere else, though, don't we? This guy. Here, I'll... Hold on, is this connected? We need a better... I need a better way to look up and see if this is connected. I gotta see, because the problem is now I have to like somehow figure out how to climb up here, which is not even oh, here's the way we climb. This is the way. Yes, this is working as it should. So they'll come in here, scoot this way, and go in there. There's a glass block missing there. What's my schedule now? My schedule is when you say schedule, do you mean like my schedule for streaming or my schedule for teaching? My schedule for streaming. Why is this guy not going in? My schedule for streaming is pretty much every Wednesday from 7 till about 9:30 or 10 at the latest, and then usually I'll stream on Saturday early. Like I'll go from like 3 to 7 or 3 to 8. I'll play, and then periodically either on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Like usually like 2 of those 4 days. It just depends on my schedule and like how much work I have. As far as teaching, I teach bio and apes. Yeah, probably. Oh, maybe he is bound to that lectern. Okay, is something going on up here? You're hoping to be a football player when you grow up, even though it's not likely. I'm pretty decent. Are you did you play for Monte Vista? That looks fine. Why are you, what's your deal, dude? What is your dealio, my dude? Go to the hole. Go into your hole. Where are you trying to run to, man? Push you, push you, push you. Why don't you want to go in there? Go, go, go. Well, where else did you play football? Why are you not... Why is this becoming a problem? Is there like something invisible that's like blocking his way? It doesn't seem like it. Double team him. Almost there. Oh no. He just literally does not want to go in there. He's just... There we go. What does he have? Blast protection, not so good. Unbreaking. Let's do this. Flag. Oh, you play flag football. I played flag football when I was in college. It's just like intramural fun. I'm trying to get protection 4. I need prop 4 for all my armor. So that's my goal right now. There was a prop 3, but I didn't want to lose levels having to buy or having to combine 2 prop 3s. I figure I can do this and get a prop 4. Just have to pray and hope that the RNG gods are on our side on this fateful night. Come on. Actually, what I should do is do this. This will be faster. Loyalty, no. Nope. Wait, feather falling 4, actually. That's not terrible. I might take that. I'm going to take that. It's a niche enchantment. It saved him. I feel like that has saved me. Feather Falling 4 has saved me on many occasions. I am clumsy and I will fall. So I'm going to take Feather Falling 4 because I just feel like it's good right now for me. 55 emeralds is steep though, so to the gas chambers with you. Yeah, Feather Falling 4 is good. I think maybe I'll make a couple books with it. Actually, watch this. Watch this. Let's do a 3-in-1 combo here. I'm going to try and cure 1, 2, and 3 with one potion. What? Did it work? Yes. 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 Alright, well, the problem is I still need to get... What can I get rid of here? I'm going to leave efficiency 5. I think I'm good on efficiency. What's up, Shravin and Yassine? How much did I care about citing sources? Like, do you plan on grading heavily on it? On the sources, I just put it on there as far as, like, just cite them. Well, I mean, you need to cite where you got your information from. So just make sure you have a slide so that you're at least reporting that you got information from some sources that are, like, at least somewhat reputable. All right, Respiration 3, I need books. I gotta go get some books. I would say, yeah, like I'll probably, if your sources aren't cited or it's like sloppily, I'll probably take off like a few points. Maybe like, I think it's probably maybe like 3 to 4. So it's like maybe 5%, 5 to 5. Yeah, like 5 to 10%. Where's the books at? Do I need to make more books? Oh no, there they are. Punch. Oh, I can get rid of these emerald already. Whoa. Billy Bob just tossed emerald blocks at me. Yeah, I have a whole stack of books in my inventory. I'm just going to use those. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh, I put the emeralds away, but I actually need them for these trades. Right, the Fletchers we don't need anymore because we have the iron for emeralds. Because the whole point of Fletchers was to trade sticks for emeralds, but now we have our iron trades, which are actually way better. Oh, okay, with Dragon Breath King. Hey. Alright. Wait, oh, this one's what I wanted. Respiration 3. I'm gonna make 2 just to keep an extra. Oh, gosh, I didn't see that. Okay, whatever. That's alright. No biggie. Okay. I think this is it. I am going to be done for the night. turn. Oh, let me grab my, I just don't want to forget where I put all my enchants. Potions of weakness here. Books here, and let me grab, I don't want to forget all those other books that I'm going to need tomorrow to finish up my enchants. Alright, Joe, have a good night, my dude. I'll see you later. I'll put those over here. All these books. Okay. All right, everybody. It was a fun little stream tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you. I'll probably, I have time in the evenings because, you know, just to stream a little. So I'll probably see you all a little bit tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll pick up from there. All right, everybody. Peace. Have a good night.